Continuing with the example from the last lecture, let's imagine the scenario where after the first attempt, we can successfully send the message. In that case, we want to jump out of this loop. We don't want to repeat this task of sending a message 3 times. Let me show you how to implement this. So in this demo, I'm going to simulate the scenario where we can successfully send a message. So we define a variable successful and set it to true. Now here, after this print statement, we'll have an if statement. If successful, colon, then perhaps we can print successful. Now here we want to jump out of this loop. For that, we use the break statement. Let's run this program and see what happens. So there you go. After the first attempt, we are successful and there are no more attempts. So once again, I want you to pay great attention to the indentation here because that's one of the common issues amongst beginners. So here's our for loop. These 2 lines are indented with 4 spaces and they belong to our for loop. In every iteration, these 2 lines will be executed. Now, when we get to line 4, if this condition is true, then these 2 lines will be executed because both these lines are indented below this if statement. Now, let's take this program to the next level. What if we attempt 3 times and we still cannot send an email? Perhaps we want to display a different message to the user. We say, hey, we tried 3 times, but it didn't work. So I'm going to change successful to false. Now at the end, here we can add an else statement. This is what we call a for else statement. What we put under this else statement will only be executed if this loop completes without an early termination. So if we never break out of this loop, then the else statement will be executed. So here we can print a message like attempted 3 times and failed. So run the program. See what we get. 3 attempts followed by this message, attempted 3 times and failed. In contrast, if we change successful to true, because we terminate this loop using this break statement, what we have in the else block will not be executed. Take a look. Run the program. We have 1 attempt, successful, done.